Here's my video log for January 5th, 2023, 4. It's 12:12 p.m. I am on number 47. I'm on 10 of 47. Oh, okay. No, I'm on 3. 19,269. I did have boo-boo where I got to like the third. 3 of 10 and screwed up a number. I didn't realize until I was already at the end of the 200, and so I had to redo that. That was kind of frustrating. And then the one after that, I had to redo that from like the beginning. No, from 7. Because, and this was for the second time, one of the polygons wasn't built. This is the problem that happens with the polygon numbers, people. That doesn't happen when I build it with the circle tool. Sometimes I don't know why. I don't notice. But it shows that there's a 3D polygon or a polygon, but I never built it. So I numbered something, so then that screws up the numbers because I have to delete it. And then, so there was an extra one there. Yeah, 2 extra ones, so. There are a few missing ones when I was building the circles, but those are quick to build. I haven't had to rebuild any of these yet. But, so anyways, that's what set me back. And then I kind of went to sleep earlier. I think it was like 2:30 or 3. Because the night before I only got like 4.5 hours of sleep. And so I think I needed to catch up. So yeah, I think I got like 9 or whatever. I got up at like 11:30 or 11 or something. No, 10:30. I got up at like 10. Went to sleep and got up at like 10. So, called my mom to see if she wanted to come over here and help me clean up or do something, because it seems kind of nice, but she is kind of grumpy, so she's going to hang out here, and I didn't really feel like clean up the place, take a photo, get a roommate, because I'm on 47 of 200. Once I get to 200, I'm done with this project that I've been working for like 6 months or something on. Crazy, and I'm like starting to go a little crazy. Like I'm making a lot of noises, a lot of grunting sounds and stuff, and I honestly don't think I'd make a good roommate right now. My last roommate who I had, who moved out on the 30th, he never complained, but he was super laid back. But I think it's even worse now though, because I'm like totally in the final. This is like the zit that I have. You see that little white? It's like something that thing can perpetually produce. I need to start putting like tea tree in there in the hole every day, but I forget. And then when I smell it, smells really bad. So I'm gonna start putting tea tree in there. Anyway, and that's been around forever, dude. Anyways, so, what was I talking about? So yeah, I was thinking maybe another week, it's the weekend, sometime next week, I'll be done with this. And I'm also working well with it now, I have to remember to file it as I number it. Just in case I number something wrong, I don't notice until the end, unless I file it in the individual tin. So that's one thing that I need to remember. And so if I take time off and get a roommate, I could start screwing this up. So I just wanted to finish this. And I have a $2,000 credit card that I haven't cracked into yet. So if I get fucked up, with money, I can crack into that bitch. And I guess I don't have to pay taxes. My mom said she researched it. She called them for me. I don't have to pay taxes this month on my apartment. I have to pay taxes like in April or something. So anyway, after I'm done with this project, I can get going on fixing the links to Google Earth without getting sidetracked in any more Google Earth stuff. And then, yeah, fix the links and make the surface level good, and then icons and fonts, and then I could try to make money, you know. Put up a for sale dealio on the different money-making websites, because that's why I don't think anybody's ever given me any money, because I haven't explained it, you know. I can't do a demo of it. So, okay. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna do the stuff to get a roommate. I did order another case for Matchbox cars and a bunch more Matchbox cars too. Like, I'm a shopaholic. It was like $217. 15 more cars. Yeah, and I decided not to organize them by 0 to 60. That's silly. I'm gonna organize them quarter mile, because bike racing is the same thing, 500 meters, and then I can incorporate that into my project here. Not now, but after. I will choose cars that are ordered like just on the link, like they look like they're parked, but just based on the quarter mile on one side and then the bikes on the other, or maybe bikes, yeah, and cars together. I was gonna put bikes on one side and then the cars on that same one, the slowest and the fastest up where they would be, but I wanted to connect it somehow. And so I have all these cars to do it with, so it'll be fun. So I won't do that until I'm done with this thing here. So, and then I have to mount them in the bathroom, but that'll be whenever. I have to make sure not to leave out any interesting cars that I can get, because, you know, once it's done, it's done. It's kind of like my website. I can't redo it. You know, I wouldn't want to reorganize all the cars in there. Too time consuming. So, and if it's going to be in the shower and I'm going to put printed paper to show the information of them, I need to find some kind of like waterproof thing to print it on, and hopefully it'll last. So it's not like it'll get directly like dripped on. It'll just, you know, get moist. Anyways, yeah, because I'm putting like 5 of them in the shower and 1 under the mirror in the bathroom. 3 stacked up on the end and then 1 in front. Nobody's done that. It's a perfect place to put it. Anyways, because you can look at them, you know. Anyways, I was having trouble keeping up with Livy. I'm trying to finish Livy. I'm trying to do, like, you know, slam through the books. And I was trying to do Livy yesterday, and every time I try to do Livy, maybe I'm... It's something to do with my mind getting thrown off by this, but like Livy, toward the end of Livy, there's so much detail about the war between Rome and the Greeks. When the Romans and Alexander the Great fought, or Roman and the Macedonians, King Philip this was 200 years after Alexander the Great, when they took over Rome and Greece, and it's like so tedious. It's just hard to get through, and that's why it motivated me more to do my project, to the books on my website, and then put on YouTube, where you put all the extra information about the book on there to keep it interesting. You know, like. Because as I'm listening to this book, I'm like, how many pages per year? I want to know that ratio. I have that ratio on my websites. Because you think about these periods of history that are we know a whole bunch about, because the time of Julius Caesar and Augustus, we know all the players then, and like Henry VIII, but another time like that is around 100 BC. 100 BC, I saw Italy was replaced, 1/3 of the population was replaced by slaves because everybody died in the war against the Punic War. But that's why I saw a video. They were comparing Russia to Rome because the one thing that made Rome successful was the same war tactic that Russia uses, where they just throw bodies at it, and they just throw bodies and bodies, citizen army until you win. And but anyway, but another period of that time where there's just so much detail is that period in part of Livy, where he's just talking about when Rome finally solidified the empire, taking over the Greeks, and it's just with so much damn detail. It's just burning my brain out. And so if I were to listen to it, there's a better way to listen to it. Like if I had my computer here and I was listening to it on YouTube, I could see the words, I could see the numbers on the side, but then the main thing, in the background, I want a voice. And I'm going to get all these voices, from the computer to mean all different things. Same thing with the font, but just to constantly say what year it is, so that I know what's going on, what year it is. Because part of learning history for me, for my whole philosophy with the biweekly history test, is it has to be in the context of what decade it is. You have to know what year everything happens is, because that's how you remember it. Because it's like you're training for an event. You're training for that test, so you have to know what the decade is, and that helps. That brings another layer. So I'll try to do Livy today, but it motivated me to finish those books. That's what this project is connected to. Because every time they mention something, a number, I can throw it in. So I don't know what book I'll do it with first, but I'll do it with, I think, a big book. But anyways, but yeah, when I'm done with these numbers in like a week, hopefully in less than a week, a couple days, 5 days, I'll get to 50 today. I'm rested, so I'll be able to go a long time. I wasn't so rested yesterday. So I'll get done, and then I'll get to the part where I only have to do 100, because I already did the part in the middle. And then hopefully get done with that in a couple days, and then a couple days more, the bottom part. So yeah, luckily I have weed to smoke. And I'm watching YouTube videos, like as entertainment. I'm doing cars, and cars is like a great, like, and if you ever, watching car stuff, don't think that you're wasting your time, because it's like art history. It's history, like when if you can picture history of cars, you can picture the landscape of the world, like between 58 and 68 is when cars made the big change, I think, like 58, because I was watching video, was when they were just way too big, and they had like wings sticking out of them. And then by 68, that's when you had like, the iconic cars coming around. So they looked way better, in just a decade. So it's fun to find these little like decades where big changes happen. So anyways, I've got my like fun cars. This is my little Mercedes 60s. I think the 60s had the coolest cars. I watched a video yesterday about this one, the Datsun. These were all over Boulder in the 80s. I like wanted one. This is like the first Toyota supercar from the 60s. I had this in Chile. It was actually painted the same exact stripes, only mine was red. The Mini, I did 1970. Here's your Shelby. And then, this is my favorite car, I think, ever. The Alfa Romeo. 1966. I can't remember what name it is. And then this simple, I like these two. The original 911. Anyways. So, yeah, I was thinking, like, whenever I come across money in the future, what car do I want? And I thought the Solstice looked cool, but I was like, wait, no. I think what I want now is a Z06 Corvette. Because 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds, quarter mile in like 11.5 seconds. And Corvettes look cool, and you can get them for like 30,000 or 40,000 now or something. I don't know. Anyways, but then that's a rear wheel. Maybe I should just do an Impreza, do four wheels so I don't spin off the road. Anyways, so I am going to. I felt really bad this morning because last night I just like wanted to drink alcohol, and I was even drinking a little bit. I had like a Jägermeister last week or something, but so I went to the supermarket because I remember they have alcohol there, and I can't remember the last time I got alcohol at the supermarket. So it was like years. So I went and I got, and so I went to the alcohol and I looked over, and the very first thing I looked at was a 6 pack of margaritas. So I got that for like $10. And I sat here and I drank it, and I got like a nice little buzz. I drank it as fast as I could, but my belly was full. And I got like a little buzz, and then it kind of made me groggy and I went to sleep. But I woke up this morning feeling like bad, not hungover, but not good. So I drank a bunch of water, and now I feel all right. So I'm like, I have to watch my diet this year, or else I'm gonna feel really bad, because I don't exercise. Anyways, so that's enough talking. 16 minutes. I'm going to try to blast through this, get to 50, and then see how far into the halves I can do, and try to get done with this sucker within the next 5 days, so that I can then get going on the fixing the Google Earth links, because that's more surface level, and that's when the website will just be like, take it off, man. It's gonna be exciting. Alrighty, talk to you later.